What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. I know, the season is still a few months away, but with women's college basketball still a hot topic, especially in the NCAA, I want to talk about a few players with so much talent coming back. I had to talk about a group of players I think will some of them will be obvious contenders for National Player of the Year, and others are some dark horses that I think will surprise some people, that I think will completely take that next jump forward. After seeing some in international competition during the summer, I've seen the strides in growth from last season to now. Let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
So obviously, when we're talking about women's college basketball player of the year, we have to start the conversation with the reigning National Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark, aka the woman Steph Curry, out in Iowa giving out cold buckets. Like we said, she won every National Player of the Year award last season. She led the nation in scoring and assists. That's tough. And she also led Iowa to the national championship game. Now, last season, Clark averaged 27 points, 7 rebounds, and over 8 assists. There's just nobody in college basketball right now that can completely control and take over a game like Clark does, man. With her shooting, her range, you have to pick her up after half court. Logo and in, she can hit shots, man. You have to pick her up. She's just a game changer in any year that she is on this Iowa team. Anytime that she takes the court, they are in the game no matter who is the competition. Whoever they're going up against, they are in the game if Caitlin Clark is on the floor, man. She's exploded into a national sensation, and she's become one of the faces of college basketball with her elite shooting. She gets to the bucket. She's got the range. She wants the big shot. She's got the tenacity, the flashy passes. She gets rebounds, man. Caitlin Clark is one of one, honestly. I don't know if we'll ever see another college player with her talent again, man, as far as her ability to just put the damn basketball in the hoop. She is elite. Tenacity, precision. I mean, she's just unmatched, man. Double team, triple team, it don't matter. She's making the shot. She's a player that wants the last shot. She wants the big shot in the big moments. She wants to take those shots, man. And I believe her coming back, man, for the senior year, I'm excited. I think this is one of the most highly touted senior years we've seen. The anticipation is building. Iowa had to stop selling season tickets because they were going so fast. They reached capacity for the first time in years, decades. Clark is a brand, but she's also got a whole state on her back. The hometown hero. Yeah. Next up, man, another superstar who's become one of the faces of women's college basketball, reigning national champion, 2023 most outstanding player in the NCAA tournament. Yeah, we talking the Bayou Barbie, LSU's own Angel Reese. Now, I'll tell you what, nobody impacts the glass like Angel Reese. She is tenacious on those boards, getting her second and third opportunities to score the basketball, man. Extra possessions. She is relentless on those boards. Last season, she averaged 23 points, a whopping 15 rebounds. Are you kidding me? 2 assists and 1 block. Nobody's going to attack the glass like her. And I know what y'all are thinking. They got Haley Van Lith. They got Anessa Morrow. It's a lot of talent to go around. They got probably the most talented roster in the nation, we can say. So her numbers, they could possibly take a hit. I don't know. But I still think even with Morrow and Haley Van Lith and these other talented, these freshmen they have coming in, I still think that Reese could be the focal point of this offense, man. And the fact that she doesn't necessarily have to get past the ball to score, because if missed shots, she's turning those into scoring opportunities. I know. She's been going to award shows and traveling the world and doing all this. She ain't been in the gym. She been in the gym, and she got some reps in with the AmeriCup team as well, man. They did finish with silver, but, hey, she was putting in work, still getting those reps in, and I think she comes back focused and hungry for another championship in the Bayou. Now, speaking of international play, these next two players killed in different events representing Team USA. First off, we got Cameron Brink, and I'm going to tell y'all straight up, there's not a player in the nation that impacts the game on the defensive side of the basketball the way that Cam Brink does, with her height, her length, and her natural shot blocking capabilities, man. It is elite. We're talking about someone that's a national champion already, 2021 national champion, helped lead Stanford as a youngin', as an underclassman, so she knows what it takes to win those big games. And just the length, she is going to be a defensive anchor. And we saw, I think, more physicality out of her when she was running with Team USA in the 3-on-3 tournament, 3v3, won a gold medal, you know what I'm saying? But the film don't lie, man. Like, I'm just saying, her tenacious. Looking at the numbers, man, because y'all know the numbers don't typically lie. They can. But first off, we're talking about a two-time Defensive Player of the Year in the Pac-12, as well as the reigning Player of the Year in the Pac-12, averaging 15 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, and almost 4 blocks a game. 4! Are you kidding me? 4 blocks a game, bro? She is a machine. And I think her load could grow this year. They lose Haley Jones. They lose Lauren Betts. Like, they still have a talented roster, but there's no doubt about it. This is Cameron Brink's team this year. It's going to be up to her to carry this load, man. I think her scoring production will increase. I think she'll take a jump in that department. I think she'll grab more boards. But just seeing the confidence she played in that 3-on-3 tournament, playing with pros, playing a more physical game, playing against those, like we said, grown women, professionals that do this for a living, man, she really held her own. So I think the physicality, the tenacity, she's going to come back with a little bit of a different swagger this year. But like I said, just from a sheer defensive standpoint, there is nobody in the country that impacts a game the way that Brink does, man. Like, she's going to be that anchor in the paint. It's going to be tough to get to the cup and finish when you go against the Cardinal, man, because they are going to be tough, and Cameron Brink is going to be the focal point, the defensive anchor and the crown jewel of that team to lead this roster. They will go as she goes, and I think Cameron Brink, she has a really, really good chance of taking home Player of the Year this year. I think her production, she's going to be forced to up those numbers even more so as being the number one option. So I'm looking forward to see that. Another player that got busy in the international ranks was Rakia Jackson out of Tennessee. Exercised her fifth-year option to come back, and she may be the most versatile player in the country. She led Team USA in the AmeriCup in scoring, averaging just over 14 points a game, and she also put up the second most points all time in the entire tournament, behind only Lisa Leslie. Yeah, she's versatile for one. The other thing that really sticks out is Rakia Jackson probably has the best mid-range game in the NCAA. Like, she absolutely kills from the mid-range. That mid-range pull-up is money, and you love to see that because it's such a forgotten art in the game today. But she is the mid-range assassin. She does damage coming off of screens. She can play on the perimeter, and she gets momentum, and she gets off the dribble. She can get to her shot. There's no wasted movement. She's putting the ball on the floor, giving you a little crossover, giving you a little move, maybe a little fadeaway, but she's looking every time to get to her shot. love the way that she's just been so aggressive. She gets to the cup, slicing. She's got the Euro step in the back. She can maneuver around defenders. Like, she uses that space, and she can split defenses. She's a strong finisher at the cup, man. She embraces that contact. She's got that dog in her. And I think she's a Swiss Army knife. And this Tennessee team also brings back a good amount of talent. And I think having her back to lead this team is going to be exceptional. And I think she could see improved stats as well. She's not as decorated, per se, with the accolades as some of these players are on the list. But she did average 19 points, 6 boards, and an assist last year. And I think she's one of those dark horses that could really explode using that 5th year she looks like a pro to me before she heads to the WNBA. I think some people were actually surprised she decided to come back, man, because I think she could have potentially been a first-round pick. But she comes back, uses that 5th-year option. She really showed a lot on the international stage, so I really think that she is a dark horse to take home this award. Rounding out the 5, last but certainly not least, the return of Paige Bueckers. Paige Buckets has been cleared to play, and she's got something to prove. She's been talking about all summer how she feels like people have forgotten about her. She hasn't played in a while, and she missed all of last season, man. And it's been a couple years since that 2021 season where she won National Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year, and averaged a 20 ball. So we know her resume. We know what she can do, but it's been a while, and she knows that. And she's been talking about how she needs to come back and reprove herself and reintroduce herself and let people know exactly what's going on, man. So a healthy Bueckers is one of the best guards in the league, or in the country, I should say. And you remember, like, her and Caitlin Clark came in that same class. They both had really good freshman seasons, but Bueckers was on another level, though. She was on another level. She blossomed really quick. And if she can get anywhere near that form, sheesh. The country better watch out, man. They got AZ back. They got Aaliyah Edwards back. Like, bro, the UConn probably has the second best team in the nation when fully healthy. They're going to be back. They're going to be a juggernaut. But Bueckers is electrifying. Like, she's up there with Clark if she's healthy, with being able to completely take over games and be that impact player. I mean, it was just a couple years ago when we were thinking, gosh, UConn got their next great and they're about to reel off 4 straight. I mean, it wasn't that long ago we were all thinking that. I'm just saying. So, but a clean, healthy Bueckers, man, she's going to come back fresh. She's going to come back hungry. She's been working hard to come back from that ACL injury all last season. She's had a year to just sit there and stew and see her team play without her, man, and not reach the heights that they're expecting to be reaching under Coach Ariama, man. So I think she's going to come back with a vengeance. This is the revenge tour of Bueckers this season, man. And I'm telling you right now, she is one of the toughest covers. The shot making, off the dribble, like, she's probably got the best handles in college basketball on the women's side, man, straight up. She be out there in and out, shimmy, crossover. Like, she's embarrassing people out there, man. Elite finisher at the cup, elite shot maker, elite passer. Like, she checks all the boxes. She's a showwoman. She's getting it done, man. I think Connecticut will stand up and rejoice when she makes her debut later on this year when the season kicks off. But do not count out Bueckers. As long as she's healthy, man, she's one of the best in the nation, and she could be the best player in the nation next year. Got as good as any chance as anybody of taking home that National Player of the Year. That's just my thoughts, though. Y'all holler at me. Let me know who else should be on the list. This is part 1. I got a second set of ladies that I'm considering, players that I'm considering as well. So we'll drop that later. But let me know, who am I missing? Who should be on the list? And what do y'all think about this list so far? Y'all stay tuned for part 2. And make sure to mash that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. I am your host, Brandon Blakeney. This is Live with Brandon Blakeney. And until next time, we out.